the world? Hey, BookTube, welcome back to my channel, Books, Ink, and Paper. I'm Lori, and I'm going to try to film this in one seamless, uncut um, take. We shall see if I get that done. You'll know because there will either be a cross blur transition or there will not be a cross blur transition. But today's video I'm trying to get uploaded really, really fast because I, at the last minute, decided to do the Fall Cozy Readathon tonight. Lauren in the Books is a booktuber that I learned about earlier this year, and she does these seasonal cozy readathons, and I have not been able to participate thus far. And I didn't think I would be able to participate this time either because I've been out of the country. I'm transitioning back this week, has been a challenge to transition back. We have a fundraiser for our Rotary Club tomorrow night, so we're decorating this afternoon slash evening. But when I found out that we were decorating a little bit early, and I think I have no appointment in that 3 to 5 p.m. time slot today, I think I'm going to be able to pull this off and participate in the Fall Cozy Readathon. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I'm going to set myself up tonight for a cozy reading experience. And join me. If you have never done one of these, you might just want to grab a book tonight and spend a couple of hours dedicated to reading and creating a nice fall cozy ambiance. So here's how this is going to work for me. First, let's start with what I'm going to read. I am about 30 pages from finishing He Said, She Said, and this was on my Spookathon TBR, and I didn't finish it. It was a real slow start for me, and I read it on the plane and while I was in Prague, and it just was not, it was slow until about midway through, a little over midway through, it started to pick up. I would say about 60%. And so the last couple of days, it's really held my interest, and I really wanted to finish it. And last night, I really thought I was going to finish it, but I was so sleepy. I was so tired. It didn't get to completion. So I have 30 pages of that left to go. It's driving me insane, but it is what it is. I wanted one more book read in October, and it just didn't happen. So I'm going to finish that really quickly. And then while I was on the trip home from Prague, when that book kind of wasn't doing it for me, I picked up my ebook copy of The Stand by Stephen King, which is one of my top 9 in 2019 to read. And I really need to start now because it is over 1,000 pages. Knowing, though, that a cozy reading night for me does not really include a device, I would like to unplug for the time that I will be reading, which for me, by the way, is going to be 7 to 10 p.m. my time, Central Standard Time. Lauren does it UK time, so she'll be reading around noonish for me, and other people, I think you could just set your own cozy reading night time. That's what I'm doing. So 7 to 10 p.m. I should be able to be back from decorating, have eaten my dinner, and should be ready to go. So when I finish He Said, She Said, I'm going to do that. So because I didn't really want to read an electronic version of that book, I went to the library today and grabbed it, and look at the freaking size of this freaking book. I can't even, it's hard to even hold. But in this version, it is indeed 1,150 or so pages. There's no question. This is the complete and uncut version. So the first release did not include some of these extra pages. We'll see. I did start this on the plane. I am about, sorry for the glare, I am about 100 pages in of the 1,153. So, whoa, I'm really flying along. But we'll see how far I get tonight. And I would say that Stephen King's are usually pretty fast reads for me because while they are very wordy and very detailed, they're also easy to read. They're not real complicated to the eye or to the reader to comprehend. So I'm going to spend some time on that tonight. So that's what I'm going to be reading. He Said, She Said. I think the author of that is Erin Kelly. I'll pop a photo of it here, and then The Stand by Stephen King. All right, what will I be drinking? So I'm going to start out with a glass of Cabernet. I love to drink wine and read in the evenings, but I can't have too much wine because it makes me sleepy. So I am going to just have the one glass of Cabernet when I begin, and then I will have my new favorite mint tea. Twinings Buttermint Tea is absolutely my favorite mint tea so far, ever, hands down. I tried it first in the tea shop at Epcot in the UK, and England land, England's land. And I liked it so much that I bought it in bulk on Amazon. So now I get it as a subscribe and save option, and I get like 6 boxes at a time. So delicious. So Cabernet, and then this, and it's just going to be a everyday, probably a yellowtail Cabernet, nothing special because I didn't plan this, so it's just going to be whatever's in my house. Then for snacks, I'm going to bake some pumpkin bread today. For my neighbors. I got my recipe found. That was another crisis this week. So I found my friend sent me the recipe again. So I'm going to make pumpkin loaves today. And Cabernet and pumpkin bread go very, very well together. It's actually one of my favorites. And I also have some mint meltaways that I got from my granddaughter's fundraiser. So I can have a little mint in the evening with my mint tea. So those are my wine or my beverage and food pairings for the evening. What I'm going to wear to be really comfy is my World War II sweatshirt. I'm a charter member of the World War II Museum in New Orleans. And then I have these leggings on, and I'm not going to change. Can you see them little elephants? I'm not going to change because I'm going to be running from work to the community center to back here. So I just want it to be seamless and easy. I want it to be warm. And this is one of my favorite cozy warm sweatshirts. It's long and it's just so fantastic. And I have a really soft blanket, furry textured blanket that I love so, so much. So I'm going to have that on as well. I'm going to do the readathon in my library. The lighting is better at night there, and so if I'm not reading by ebook, I like to be in a place where I can really see, and that is the best lighting without going into my bed. And I don't want to go into my bed because chances are I will go to sleep. The candle I really am gonna burn I have burned it a lot before. In fact, it's almost done. We're down to here, but this is a candle I get at Michael's. It's an Ashland toasted pecan and cinnamon candle. It's one of my favorite scents, and so it reminds me of fall, and I am trying to burn down my fall candles to the end because pretty soon I'll be pulling out the winter scents, the pine scents and the gingerbread cookie scents and all those things. So my book, the drinks, the snacks, the clothing, the candle, all set for the most wonderful, cozy fall reading night I can imagine. I would love for you to join me wherever you are, if that's something you can make happen tonight. If you do, let me know what you're reading, eating, drinking, wearing, and all of those things that you're doing to create a really beautiful, peaceful, cozy fall reading night. I hope you enjoy it. Happy cozy fall reading night. Bye.